So here's how you can scale your e-commerce business beyond 8 figures, beyond $1 million a month. I'll show you exactly how to do it. I'll show you on a tactical level and also on a strategic level in this video. It will be one of the most valuable videos you've ever watched. Now, when it comes to scaling, most people are in this category. This is where 99% of people are. They're civilians. And what I mean by civilians, it's not offensive. These people just have like one approach. So if you have a kitchen knife, you can just cut something one way. There's no other ways that you can use the kitchen knife. At the same time, the people that are more advanced, people that scale beyond 8 figures, they're Swiss knives. So they have more sophisticated strategy. They're using different approaches in order to scale. So I want to show you the difference between these two. First of all, civilians, they drive traffic to product pages. You can be profitable driving traffic to product pages. You can be successful with it, but only until a certain point. At some point, it will start to break. It won't be as profitable anymore because you'll be competing with Swiss knives, which are using completely different strategy, which I'll show you in a second. Also, these people, they're just ripping ads. They're just copying ads, or maybe they're just downloading their competitor ads. They have no innovation on the ad side. They also have no backend, no email, no SMS, none of the strategies that help them to maximize the profitability. They also use no product innovation. They're not innovating their product. They're not improving their product. They're selling exactly the same product today as they were selling 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 12 months ago. And that's why they're not able to scale. So maybe you recognize yourself in one of these, and that's why you cannot scale. They also have no A players on their team. At some point, business becomes less about you and more about people that you have on your team. So civilians usually just focus on doing everything themselves. They don't know how to hire. They don't know how to train. They don't know how to build the team that will help them to grow beyond, let's say, $100,000 a month or $500,000 a month. They can even scale their business to like $1 million a month, but it will be by accident, not by strategy, and they won't be able to sustain these results and continue growing their business. So savages or Swiss knives, they're thinking about that from completely different perspective. They want to hyper optimize every element in their business so they're well-rounded. So for example, if that was like a UFC fight, there's a great fighter, Khamzat Chimaev, and he can fight on his legs. He can strike. He can also scramble on the floor. He can do submissions. He can basically win many different ways. So for example, if he's fighting with someone who's just a good striker, then all he needs to do is pretty much get that person on the ground and just beat the fuck out of them. The whole strategy that he has to apply. If you're in that category, then it will be very hard for you to compete with someone like him, right? So number one thing that Swiss knives are using is direct response, high average order value funnels. So this is post-purchase upsell sequence for one of the direct response funnels. You can see they have 4 different upsells here, 4 upsells and 4 downsells. And by the way, if you want links to all of these pages so you can learn from them, you can reverse engineer them, potentially apply them in your business. I'll drop it below. But the concept here is that you want to maximize the average order value from every customer that you get because advertising is competitive. There's 10 million advertisers on Facebook. You're fighting for the same spots. And if you're not optimizing your funnels and your competition does, then you will lose. You lose auctions, you won't be as competitive, you won't be as profitable, and you won't be able to scale your business. So utilizing post-purchase sequences is hyper important. Just optimizing every little step of that process, whether you're a brand or you're drop shipping, direct response, whatever you do, just take it seriously because that's the thing that will allow you to compete on a higher level with other advertisers. Now, other thing that savages have is AI processes to pump more ads. So I just want to show you one of our AI workflows. When it comes to AI, you can obviously do very basic stuff. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Claude, you can use Gemini, but the real power from AI comes when you are combining all of these tools together when, let's say, script is created by Claude, and then it's sent to, let's say, Gemini. Then from Gemini, it's sent to Clink, right? From Clink, it goes to 11 Labs. So there's a voiceover. So all of these, I'll just zoom it in, like it's incredible. This is just one of the workflows that we have in our business, and that's what allows us to just pump a lot more content than other people. And if we are putting out more content, then we have higher chances of finding winning ads and we're able to scale faster. And so if you're not using that and if you do everything manually, then you don't have that competitive advantage. It will take you more time and it will cost you more money to put these ads together. So you need to have the AI systems, especially right now, 2025. It's hyper important for you to utilize not just basic ChatGPT functionality or Claude, but having AI workflows in order for you to scale. So another thing that Savages or Swiss Knives have is in-house creative team plus agencies. People asking, oh, should I have creative team in-house or should I use agencies? Ideally, you would use both. You could even have them compete against each other. And there's particular structure that you can have in order to get your business to a certain level. This is from my presentation I did in Dubai for 230 high-level e-commerce entrepreneurs. So you can see here from 100 to 300K a month, you can get away with creative strategist, media buyer plus video editor. Maybe you are that person. Maybe you do all of these things by yourself. And maybe you're even doing higher numbers than 300K a month. But at some point it will break because there's no other people on your team that can do these tasks. If you're not producing ideas, if you're not producing ads, basically the whole business dies. Then as the business scales, you can bring in extra video editors, you can bring in creative coordinator. And if you amplify this like small team, which is like 5 people, you can go like higher than 600K a month. So you can surpass $1 million a month with this simple structure. Then as team grows, you can add more video editors, you can add extra media buyers if you want, but this is the structure, right? So ideally you would keep it as lean as possible. And as your business scales, you can even have like different pods, let's say countries or different offers that you have, and have them compete against each other. Have your internal team compete with agency, and let's see who can beat who. Create that healthy competitive environment in order for you to scale faster. Another thing that Savages have is backend. They have email, SMS, phone sales dialed in. When it comes to email, let me just show you the results that we are getting. So for example, last 30 days, this is how much we generated just purely from email. Probably it's over attributed, probably, but still like $250,000 in attributed revenue from Klaviyo, which is a platform we are using. At this point, we're considering switching and we'll be switching to this platform called Omnisend. It has the same functionality as Klaviyo, but it's also like a lot cheaper and it's just great business, great founders. So we'll be switching to this platform instead. But whether you're using Klaviyo or using Omnisend, there's 2 types of emails that you can send. You can have flows, which are the automated email sequences. Let's say if someone gives you their email, there's email series they're getting, or there is also the campaigns, which are the broadcasts that you're sending to your list, ideally 3 to 7 times a week. So you're maximizing the email revenue from your list and you are maximizing your profitability. So if you don't have that, just work with an agency. We work with an agency called Vax Media. They're phenomenal. If you reach out to them, just say Alex recommended them and they're amazing. They're doing a great job. This is function that you can definitely outsource. You don't have to do it in-house. You don't have to learn everything about email. But if you're doing at least 50, 100K a month, you should consider hiring an email agency because that will bring you anywhere between like 10 and 30% of extra revenue to your business, will allow you to be more profitable. When it comes to phone sales, there's this great platform called Consio that you can use to upsell your customers. You can use that to recover abandoned cards. You can use it for many functions that will help you to be more profitable from every sale that you get. Now, this is more advanced. You have to be doing at least $700 to $1 million a month to consider this. Otherwise, it could be a distraction. But at some point, I would definitely recommend for you to start looking into phone sales because that will help you to be more profitable from every customer that you're acquiring and recover some of the transactions that wouldn't happen otherwise. Next one is the product innovation. And when it comes to product innovation, it's very simple. Let's say you get 1,000 orders and out of 1,000 orders, you have, let's say 50 refunds. You just ask people why they decided to refund the product. Maybe product doesn't function as it should be. Maybe it doesn't have certain functionality. Maybe the quality of the packaging is not good. So each one of those, you just collect feedback from the customers. And then based on that, you make the next iteration of the product. As time goes by, you would be able to gather a lot of feedback. And then you identify 80-20 in that process. So 80% of people are complaining about X, Y, Z. So let's fix X, Y, and Z. First, you need to talk to your supplier. You need to talk to the agent potentially that's sourcing your products and fix that first. Don't just randomly create like a new product out of nowhere and spend $50,000, $100,000 on developing new product. Just improve gradually the product that you have. Like when you have iPhone, every year they're releasing a new iPhone and they're just not creating like a new version of iPhone. They're just gradually improving it. Slightly better camera, slightly better display, slightly better processor. So this is the incremental improvements that will allow you to create awesome product over time, better product that you have right now. Like even Elon with Tesla. So now you have the Tesla Y. So they're just improving that model. Then introducing new model, a lot of bugs, a lot of issues. They're constantly improving it, improving the software, feature, improving the functionality, improving the speed. It's gradual improvement process. So if you adapt it in your business, then over time, and let's say 1 to 2 years from now, your product will be a lot better, a lot more sustainable, and you will have more repeat customers, you'll have less refunds, you'll have less chargebacks, and overall you'll create an amazing brand that you are proud of. Next one is subscriptions. Now, subscriptions are not applicable to every product, and people say, oh, it's like, Alex, but I cannot sell subscriptions because I'm selling gadgets. No problem, I got you. So if you're looking at this brand, for example, Manscaped, they started with this gadget, with this one thing. So number one, they have applied the principle that I'm talking about, which is improving their product over time. So for example, this is the version 5.0 of their product. I remember I bought like version 2.0 or 3.0. Now it's 5. So they're constantly improving their product. They also have improved the offer itself. They packed many other products. A lot of them are consumable, by the way. And then if you want to buy this product, then you will buy it with a subscription. So even if you're selling gadgets, you can package some element of maybe some consumable product that's used with your gadget, or maybe some accessories that you can ship to people on a monthly basis. So you can build that recurring revenue for your business that will help you to scale profitably. One of the best platforms for this that we are using, it's called Loop Subscriptions. We're not affiliated. I'm not getting compensated for it. I just love the app. Actually, great app. It's better than Recharge or some of these like bigger apps. They're very hands-on. The app functionality is great. It will help you to recover some of the cancellations that people have for subscriptions. And overall, it's just an amazing product that will help you to make more money. One more thing that you need to have in your business, if you want to be savage, if you want to be Swiss knife, if you want to be that well-rounded e-commerce entrepreneur who scales aggressively with great profit margins, is Amazon. Why Amazon? Is because once you start generating sales on your store, once you start driving traffic, about 20-30% of consumers will never buy anywhere else but Amazon, right? They'll look at your website, they probably won't trust it, and they'll go to Amazon and buy products. So if you're not there catching those searches that they're looking for, then pretty much you'll be losing all of those potential sales. So since we added Amazon to our business, it has added a great deal of profitability. For example, this is one of our stores, $200,000 in sales on Amazon, $114,000 in profit. You will have very hard time getting 50+% profit margins purely on Shopify. But let's say maybe you're slightly profitable on Shopify and then you're making all of your profit from Amazon. And if you're looking at all of the successful brands that are scaling right now, that's exactly what they do. They're breaking even or losing money on their Shopify or on their funnels, but then they're making a lot of money from their Amazon. You guys probably have seen Primal Queen. So they're running great ads on Facebook. They're running images, they're running videos, they're running UGC, but at the same time, I doubt they're profitable. They're probably breaking even, or probably they're even losing money. And the reason they can lose money is because number one, because they have the subscription model. So the subscription over time just stacks up and allows them to spend more money into the acquisition. And number two is because they're making $2 million a month on Amazon. This is how you have to think about it. You have to think about it as an ecosystem and basically stacking these edges, these competitive edges to help you win and help you to be profitable. When I was starting e-commerce business 8 years ago, I could just run ads on Facebook and be very profitable, 25, 35%, some months even like 40% profit margins. Now, if you don't have these like little things in place, if you don't have backend, if you don't have Amazon, it will be very hard for you to scale. Now, you can get your business to a few $100,000 a month and still be profitable. But the moment you try to scale, it will be unprofitable or it will be very low profit margin, which means you cannot reinvest back into the advertising to further scale your business. So if you're looking for profit in your business, which you should be, if you like money, then you have to be thinking about e-commerce and scaling e-commerce business as a Swiss knife, looking at every possible advantage you can get in order to win. Now, if you need help with any of these elements, if you don't have these elements in your business right now and you need help from me and my team directly, then just apply for a link below. We have this program where we help you step by step through all of these steps, putting all of these elements in place in your business and help you scale profitably. But other than that, hope you got value from this video. I hope you will become a savage Swiss knife e-commerce entrepreneur. And I hope to see you at $1 million a month soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.